Hey guys, you saw the title. I'm going to review what I think of WWE superstars. The first one we're going to talk about is John Cena. You know, apple juice. No, not a fan of it. Never liked it. If I did, in fact, I think every kid goes through this. They're like 5 years old. No, like 4 or 5 years old. They're like, yeah, let's go Cena. And then there's a couple of years later, and they're like, man, this guy's boring. Or they want to say this to him. Okay, so hopefully you can hear this, but like most people, like when they see Cena at like a different age, like if they're 8 or something, or like 9, like me, they probably want to say this to Cena. Hold on. This is probably what they want to say to Cena. ECW is the best. And also when they're like older, when they see Cena's moves, this is what they probably want to say. They probably want to say this.
Well, actually here, our audience doesn't like what Cena's doing in there. It's a big chance of hearing it.
Yeah. ECW. For life. But unfortunately it had to end because it was too extreme. Boo! That's bull crap. But I'm just not a fan of Cena. I mean, you know, he's like in this level for me. I mean, I don't completely hate him, but you know, he's just not someone I like to see on TV. And yeah, he's just not somebody that I like to see wrestle, because to me he's just straight up boring, flat out boring. I mean, when he faced Rob Van Dam in here, you heard what the crowd was saying, SOS, you know, but, I mean, Cena, nope, never want to see him on TV, never want to meet him, just no, but, I mean, you got to give Cena some credit. I mean, he never gives up. He puts on a lot of matches that are kind of good, and a lot of matches that are just straight out boring. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Cena. So now let's talk about the best in the world, CM Punk. Yeah. CM Punk, he's been my favorite of all time, but now you gotta figure it out. I mean, it's very simple. He was a part of the Shield. He called himself the muscle of the Shield. It was Roman Reigns. Or right now it should be Dean Ambrose, because if you saw him Monday Night Raw, he ripped the contract on Seth Rollins' Money in the Bank briefcase. So I thought that was really funny. And then he took someone's soda, he started drinking some of it, then he poured it in the case, and then he took someone's popcorn, and then he poured that in the case, and then he took JBL's hat, he started wearing it, then he went over to the case, and he put that in there, he closed the case, got on the announce table, did this with the briefcase, and it went back, and there was soda dripping everywhere on the announce table, and then Seth Rollins lost to Heath Slater. Heath Slater! What the No, I can't say that. What the heck, man? What the heck? At first it was supposed to be Rob Van Dam! get to him later. But yeah, that's mainly what I gotta say about Dean Ambrose. I'm delirious out of my mind, cause I'm delirious out of my mind. If you don't watch H2O Delirious, you don't know where that's been from. Cause I'm delirious out of my mind. So, CM Punk, he's probably the best one on the mic, other than Cena. Cena's just a boring, Fruity Pebble wearing person. Yeah. Sorry, there's a post on Google Post I saw and it said, Cena was like sitting down in the rain and said, I didn't eat my bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Now I have like no confidence or whatever. But back to CM Punk, when he was the WWE champion, when CM Punk was not heel with Paul Heyman, I literally thought CM Punk was the best in the world at what he did, because he was so good on the mic. He was a good wrestler. I mean, he didn't care who he faced, and I don't know, but he's one of my favorites of all time. So I mean, you gotta give it to him. Someone said on a video, he said, well, just the return of CM Punk is soon. It's like in 4 or 5 months now. So I'm like, but I don't believe that. I believe it's a straight up lie, because CM Punk is probably not going to come back. And you even saw that video. He said he's never, ever, ever going to come back to the WWE. And apparently AJ and Punk are married. So, like, it should be like this. AJ stayed home, and then Punk go wrestle. Because shouldn't it be Punk wrestle because he's the man, Phil Brooks, and then AJ Lee stay home. It should be that way. I mean, CM Punk was I thought he was the best. And he got screwed out of the Rumble every freaking time. Didn't like that. So that's just not something that I liked about CM Punk. It's like his character I thought was amazing. When he faced Jericho, I thought that match was really, really good. When he faced Jericho at WrestleMania 28, I thought the match was really, really, really good. So, yeah, about CM Punk, his straight edge and all. I actually watched, the story, and he went to the ROH, and he, had death matches with Colt Cabana. So, if you don't know who that is, you obviously don't watch Ring of Honor, ROH. So, yeah. Mainly CM Punk was pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was the first one to be in ECW. Not sure. But yeah. So let's move on to Jeff Hardy. He had to leave the business actually because of CM Punk. If you didn't know that, you're not a true wrestling fan. No, you are. But if you didn't know that Jeff Hardy had to leave because of that, it just kind of means that you don't really know about Jeff Hardy. So, yeah, Jeff Hardy was pretty good. I love the face paint, and it's just good. Hopefully one day he'd leave TNA, come back to the WWE, get a deal with the WWE, and hopefully come back and make a feud with Van Dam or something like that. Somebody like that, like a high flyer at least, or someone that he's not really a fan of. Wait, I want to hear some of these ECW chants.
Wait a minute, so John Cena's gonna respond. John Cena on the top turnbuckle.
Wait a second.
Oh! John Cena
Screw
drops
you,
the
Cena.
hammer from up top.
He looked up and everyone was giving him a middle finger. I thought that was funny.
Earlier on, both Sabu and Rey Mysterio had to be helped out of there, so ECW did not take
ECW, ECW,
ECW's
ECW.
only hope.
Pork. That's literally what someone said. He's like holding in front of the camera. He said, pork! I'm like, what's your deal with pork?
Cena trying to get a little rugged, hardcore, some furniture out there. Well, John Cena can fight, Taz. We've seen that.
Okay, so not really much to say about Jeff Hardy, I guess. I mean, him in the TNA just means that does not mean anything. Him in the TNA is just straight up bullcrap. Cause him in the TNA sucks. It's trash. It doesn't even look real. I mean, you may think it's real, but on one of the CM Pulse 3's review, he was like doing the Extreme Rules, and someone teaming Tubby Emu just randomly brought up something about TNA. They just said like the table was like straight up cracked. You could see it the whole way. So I just don't watch TNA. So, and if I ever did, it would only be like I actually did used to watch TNA only for Hardy and Van Dam. That's the only reason. So that's it, mainly. Don't know who to talk about now. Dean Ambrose, yeah. I'm delirious out of my mind, cause I'm delirious out of my mind, cause I'm delirious cause I'm delirious out of my mind. And also thank you for 15 subs. Yay. My video uploaded. So, yeah, so, okay, I just thought about it. San Diego Comic-Con, someone asked Daniel Bryan, why are you so exciting? He asked to Daniel Bryan, why are you so exciting, and why is Randy Orton so boring? Well, Randy Orton is pretty darn boring. I mean, all he does, you see RKO, the punt, no, not a fan. He's heel, he's boring, no, it's no, nope. They don't talk about like Randy Orton. Well, I never even liked Randy Orton for the fact, because he's always so boring, he was just crap. So, Randy Orton was just boring. I'm pretty sure he's always been heel. Even when Randy Orton was WWE Champion, I thought he was still so boring. Even when he caught Evan Bourne in the air with the RKO, at first I was like, that was so cool. But then I realized Randy Orton ended it, and I was like, really? That's just bullcrap. So, yeah, Randy Orton is always boring and pretty much will be, because he's never, in my opinion, been exciting at all. So, Don't know. So that's mainly it. So let's hear some more ECW chants.
And that's what it's all about, the WWE Championship. But you better be careful, Cena. Those body parts, this man there will come with those feet, those legs, and kick some hell out yourself.
Okay, can't show the whole thing. That'd be copyrighted. He just did a moonsault off the steel steps. Okay, I want to get to something. Okay, I just realized this video's been 15 minutes, so I'm going to end it here.